covering the community, events, and people of Georgia, Carolina. This is the Means Report. Here is Brad Means.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Means Report. Glad to have you with us. Glad to be back doing new editions of the Means Report in the wake of Masters Week and spring break and Easter. I hope it was a wonderful time for all of you all. And again, it's good to be back with you here. And boy, do we have a busy show to get back in the swing of things. We're going to talk about a couple of things today that are important to you, I think, and probably on opposite ends of the spectrum. First of all, babies. Doctors Hospital has a wonderful event coming up that we want to tell you about that pretty much will answer any and every question you need to know if a newborn is coming into your life or if you are bringing up a baby at home. So moms and dads and loved ones, pay attention to our special guests as they join us in just a moment to talk about that event at Doctors and find out how you can take part in some exciting things that are happening there, especially a nationally recognized expert on babies coming right here to our area. You'll want to hear about that momentarily. A little bit later, we're going to talk about your finances for 2012 and beyond. It's time for our periodical investment update with our in-house investment advisor, Jeff Fairman. Jeff is going to be here to tell you how to get everything ship-shape for the new year as we all try to figure out how to balance the budget and keep our financial house in order. But first, it is almost oh baby time. I can't believe it. It's coming up on my dad's birthday, April 28th. That is next Saturday at Doctors Hospital. And here to talk about it, some very special guests on the set of the Means Report. Annette Repko, who is the Director of Women's Services at Doctors Hospital. Annette, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
And Sally Wood, who is the lactation consultant over at Doctors. Sally, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
First of all, Annette, let's talk about the Oh Baby event and what prompted it, why Doctors decided, okay, let's get this information out there, let's get these experts out there so that moms and dads and others can have this as a resource. Why'd y'all do it?
Well, first, our program is at Doctors Hospital is family-centered maternity care, and this is just one of the ways that we can help our families cope with a crying baby or a colicky baby. Everyone probably knows somebody that's had a baby that cries nonstop, and these are just, Dr. Karp is just one of the experts on teaching mothers and dads how to cope with a colicky baby. Yeah,
Dr. Harvey Karp is the expert who is going to be doing some sessions and giving some speeches. He has helped a lot of people. He has been referred to as the Dr. Phil of the baby world, if you will. He's going to bring a wealth of expertise to this, right?
Absolutely. We're so excited. It's kind of like a rock star coming to town for the OB staff.
Yeah, it is. Dr. Karp is huge, and he's going to be talking about a couple of things. We'll get to his sessions in just a moment, but first, some of the problems when people bring a baby home, because you know the saying is it doesn't come with an instruction manual, are rooted in breastfeeding and the difficulty getting that adjustment under control. Is that still a big issue with new moms? How do I breastfeed? How do I get my baby to nurse? Is that something you deal with all the time?
All the time. That's what I spend all day long doing. And support and encouragement for moms is very important. And the thing is, babies and moms have the desire and the reflexes and the instincts to breastfeed, but babies do not come into this world knowing exactly how to do it because they've never done it before. As moms, first-time moms especially, have never done it before. So it's learned. It's a learned behavior, and we have to help these moms learn how to breastfeed. And when a baby is born, they're very overstimulated just by going from one extreme to the other, environment-wise. And so that can throw some problems in there too.
Do you find that though it only takes a short period of time to get through those early problems and for mom and baby to have that good nursing relationship if that's the route that the mom chooses? Is it a short adjustment period?
If moms will ask for help, yes, it is. If moms think, oh, I can do this, I don't need to ask for help, it can be a little more extended. So we encourage our moms to always call back and ask, yes.
What about for moms-to-be who are watching and who do not know if they're going to breastfeed or if they're going to bottle feed? How's that decision made, and how does the human body come into play in helping moms make that decision? Talk a little bit about that, what expectant moms can look to as their babies come into the world.
Absolutely. In education, if they're on the fence and not sure whether they want to do it, I would suggest reading books, reading good books, reading authorized books. Coming to my class at Doctors Hospital, it's free. Coming to the breastfeeding class, asking their doctor or their pediatrician, what should I do? All the research points towards breast milk being the best, and our bodies were made to breastfeed babies, and babies were born to breastfeed. So education, and if they want to call me, they can call me.
Annette, do you find that a lot of moms and dads, for that matter, go home after a baby is delivered and immediately call doctors with concerns, with questions? And if so, what are some of the topics that they bring up once they're cut loose?
Oh, most definitely. One of the biggest things is my baby won't quit crying.
Yeah.
And one of the wonderful things about Dr. Karp is he teaches the fathers how he can be involved with triggering the baby's calming reflex, and he's going to go into more detail with that during the classes. But Dad can play a huge part with helping the baby with the calming reflex, triggering that.
Yeah, Dr. Harvey Karp's sessions are called the happiest baby on the block, and he really does have some good advice to help you get through those early difficult days and months and get adjusted. What makes it so special that he is here? What makes him be able to impart advice to moms and dads that others can't? I mean, is it just because he's been doing it so long? And I mean, you mentioned him as a rock star. How'd y'all get him here, and how exciting is this?
We initially, when we started our program, one of our mentors, Celeste Phillips, who is very into family center maternity care, she had recommended that we connect with Dr. Karp. It's taken us 7 years to be able to pull it off, getting in his schedule and getting him to come here, but he's recognized by all the professional organizations, the American Academy of Pediatrics, ACOG, A1. A lot of our professional organizations recognize all the research that he's done and supports his methods of the 5 S's, which are incredible.
Yeah, we did a story on that the other night on Channel 6. You'll find out more about that as Oh Baby approaches. What about the reasons for tantrums, sleeplessness, behavior issues? You know, we call them behavior issues. Babies can't help it. Is there a root cause for every one? Are these infants doing what they do for a reason, usually?
Yes, no, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we could all figure that out, we would really be in good shape. But again, going from one extreme to the other, he likes to refer to the newborn period as the 4th trimester. We're so excited for these babies to come, but they were happy where they were. Nobody was bothering them.
Yeah.
It was the exact opposite environment as they are in now. So they're just trying to adjust to this new world that they're in. That's what I see with these babies. And by the 5 S's that Annette referred to are basically recreating the uterine environment as best as we can, kind of transitioning them into this new life, and it helps. It's like magic. It's really neat.
Has anyone been able to replicate the tight swaddle jobs that y'all are able to do in the doctor's nursery? Because that's impossible to do once you get home. You can never wrap a baby that tightly again, can you?
We teach them. Dr. Karp has a little method and a specific kind of blanket and a size, and
really,
we most certainly do teach them.
I loved that.
Yes.
I loved how perfectly they were wrapped when,
Yes.
when they were in the hospital. Well, let's talk about a timetable for how long mom and dad might expect to see results after they attend next Saturday. Are these tips and is this advice that they can implement at home right away?
Immediately. Dr. Karp will tell them sometimes you can see results as quick as 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah, if you practice the techniques.
Well, that's exciting to be sure. And I want to get back to Dad real quick, because even though you deal with the moms primarily, when it comes to breastfeeding or when it comes to any sort of baby issues, how important is Dad in that department, or is he sometimes worthless?
Oh, he's never worthless.
Never.
Never. No, never. Even with breastfeeding, dads can do a lot to help. They really can. And by coming to my class, I teach them ways that they can help. Support and encouragement, like I said before, is the biggest thing that they can do. Support. It sounds silly, especially to a man. Oh yeah, whatever. Support and encouragement is huge.
Yeah,
huge.
After Bubba Watson won the Masters, he was hoping that his Masters championship would give him a reprieve from changing diapers.
Yes.
But dads are
Yes.
very needed in every
are.
step.
Very much so.
Well, I want to thank you all for what you're doing for new parents, because it's not difficult to think back to when all of our children, folks, were little, and some of those trials and tribulations that you go through. So thank you all for what you're doing.
Thank you. We enjoy it.
I didn't miss anything that you all are going to do, did I? I get so excited, and I remember my children's infancies, and so I want to make sure that I didn't overlook anything. We've got all the information on the screen now, though.
Yes. Let's see.
It's April 28th.
Yeah,
It's from 9
to
till 1.
1.
And people I did forget to mention this, they need to call ahead, correct?
Yes.
Let you guys know they're coming.
The first 150 will receive a gift.
All right.
Okay.
Very nice. You can dial that number on your television screen and get in touch with Annette, Sally, or any of the other good folks at Doctor's Hospital. Go hear Dr. Karp. He will change your parenting lives. 706-651-4343 is the number, or you can just go on the web, doctorsdeliver.com. It's going to be a wonderful Saturday. Oh, baby, Saturday, April 28th. Go hear Dr. Karp. Annette and Sally, thank you all for your time. I know you're both very busy. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
All right, Doctor's Hospital, go check it out. It's going to be a wonderful event for sure. This episode of the Means Report is going to be a wonderful event for sure as we welcome back Jeff Fairman, giving us some much needed financial advice as we wait for things to take an upward turn. Maybe 2012 is our year as the Means Report continues.